We ought to make the delivery now. Lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
Right you are.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
With frightful mystique. In the north of Vermont is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero off left off the page. He delved into a temple of baleful feature, only to be confronted by a four-legged creature. But when our hero drew his blade, unto him a demand was made. And who the asker? Why, the beast! An uncanny affair, to say the least. Yet there was no time for shock and dismay, as "Answer my riddle," did the fearsome thing say. The trickery was clear. To respond meant certain doom. But in the midst of his answer, he'd doubtless be consumed. So a mighty attack did our hero dispense, to conquer his foe and banish it thence.
Tell is, Vermont was once a beastren kingdom. Truly? Indeed. Though 'tis not widely known among the common folk.
Such is the legacy of Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day.
Got to try to enjoy life where and when I can. I could almost nod off.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak. Don't think you're safe just because you're in.
Most sensible, Master. You'll be able to move much more freely with a lighter pack.
It's got to be in the thick of things, me.
Suppose I can finish it tomorrow. Good courage.
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, I can give you little more than that. Ah, but in place of only if you've the time and inclination, of course. What say you? Would you care to accompany me? As servants of the gracious hand, We provide whatever treatment yet. Perhaps you will recall the parents who an unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships in the slum. By chance, he was examined by a so he was put.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Here he is. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who examined him. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness after all. There is no shortage, but I suppose I ought not say such things. Come. We've medicine to prepare.
Psst. You there. Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing... It started with a slight fever. I see that empty bed. An old man. He told me he was feeling better. That he'd be well enough to leave. Mayhap I'm just imagining things. I hope that's the case. And yet... something... Pray. Should you hear any queer rumors about the Gracious Hand?
Each of our patients deserves our...
You ought to be ashamed of your...
Might I beg but Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? There has been talk of sending him down to the basement. That is, the basement sick room, where none of the other sisters are permitted entry. Teles, she gives the patients a special medicine, which is to be expected, and yet...
Might I beg but...
An unsettled mind begets an unsettled...
So, a none save the abbess can enter? If the Gracious Hand has a secret, you've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go further? Ah, you've my thanks. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. But if you do find aught amiss, should you find evidence fit to implicate her? See, I've already reported my suspicions to the Sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. If so, I beg you, sir, find the evidence.
To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds. I quite agree. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your...
I spend my day...
I do hope naught befalls Lubomir.
I was taught not...
How might we enter?
Oi, Arisen! Have you found it? That's all right.
I suppose I can finish it tomorrow.
I fear I...
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
I want to go home. Stay away from me, Puddinghead.
This is generally used as a material.
The other day. Now, that's not. And rightly so. Gave me a right shock. Their faces, Maymat.
I'm quite... Ox carts don't rust it a phantom then.
Bugger off.
What to do?
Happiness is all I ask of life.
Must be
I'm afraid I don't have any knowledge about that quest as yet. If you require guidance, you must hire a pawn who does.
This place gives me right. Maybe I'll treat myself to a little before bed.
got more soil on me than an unwashed potato.
My body's not forgiven me for last night's scuffle.
Welcome.
It's an adventure in the offing.
This looks as good a place as any.
You're a right pain, you are.
Gather round. Treat. Aye, cost much appreciated. Gather round.
I can't stop.
Might as well take a look while you're here. Business could be better, but I've weathered. Worse. Stop by again soon.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful. The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Trade slow to it. Stay away from me, Puddinghead.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
I must earn. How are things?
Trade slow to us.
Isn't much to go on.
Nattering all day. Wonder what the open road has in store for me today.
Might as well hang about. I'm in no rush.
Well met, sir. I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure. That girl's always. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby? Efficiency is not the only factor.
welcome and well. Met. The safer the roads, the heavier do come again.
What do you think?
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. Gigantus did hail. But who among you can name the hero of our tale? 'Twas none other than Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Griffin, which lived on.
Welcome.
To take their eyes off things.
It would appear you've found evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds. Now to report to Captain Brant. Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual. We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged. We must rest, though the sun is still up. It appears night has fallen while we slept. Shall we check our packs and be off? Ready to forge on?
Can't stand the sight of you.
All's well, I trust.
Don't think you're safe just because you're in the city.
Bugger off if you want to. You don't need a permit to get into Batal.
Greetings, Your
We don't have business, do we?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. As a true, how fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a lab. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that... To think 'tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deezer is if Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing... You have done well, Your Majesty.
What could the Queen Regent be plotting?
There is much we ought to tend to. If it seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell, the man's dedication, mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this.
Outstanding. A job well done.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds, and so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding the false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings, what say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? If that is your judgment, Your Majesty. There is much we ought to tell. While examining the palace ledge for some time now, it seems, what's more, this cannot be mere happenstance. Yet 'tis strange. For sweet crown flowers only grow, I dare say, 'twas not an item chosen idly. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that Your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge, and I am glad to hear it.
It is of dire import we unmask the false sovereign. To that end, we must travel to
Might I interest you in... My humble... Much obliged, sir. I am well enough...
here, if you please.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act in. Please dispense with the form.
Would that such tranquility could last. Right you are. It seems to me we'll find some rare materials here. Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find? I'd wager there's ought to be found here. We ought to take a closer look. Ah, now here's a surprise. A splendid discovery. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this. Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment. My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way? Holy attack! Let my magic burn through the
what's your business?
You're not worth my time.
Might I interest you in my humble wares?
Much obliged, sir.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
This has no bearing on our current conversation, but might I say, the pawns in this party are women all.
And yet no two of us are the same.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early Griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Are you alright?
I'll tell you, it's pincushion.
Focus. Allow me.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. I'll gather this. It might be of use. The fire must be put out near our comrade there.
Come on then!
Nicely done. I can do no less than service her. Well said.
I'll turn you into a pincushion. Well, we may not die in battle. It's a far cry from being invincible.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. I believe yon foe is drawn to light. We ought to extinguish our lantern, lest we summon it unwittingly.
We might scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined.
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once. Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment.
A battle avoided is a battle won, I suppose.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment. You have my support. I will finish this here and now. You truly are formidable, Arisen. What do ye want? Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time. I happen to understand Elvish, Master. On to the nearest location.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain.
How might I serve you? Is there aught this pawn might do for you?
We have been charged with the felling of monsters. Pray, call upon me again another time.
Burning the midnight oil, I see.
Good evening, Arisen. 'Tis our duty to bring the I'm all for swapping stories, but perhaps another night. I can scarce keep my eyes open.
Good sleep is the key to a good adventure.
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it.
We've got goblins! I will protect you.
Impressive diversion. I'll finish them off, Arisen.
We are at our best. Find us.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby? Efficiency is not the only part of the work. That's good. Never have I encountered such a strategy.
Truly? chest. I shall take a look inside. Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead. 'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid. The Arisen has been quenched! Let my magic grant you an elemental boon.
You'd best be off as much as I'd like to talk. There's aught I'd ask of you. If you'd hear it. Thank you.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor. We must not let down our guard. Climb on and I'll send you soaring. Fall back and I will heal you their action. Point right there. A different path will serve us better now. I'll lead the way. So close a call offers no solace in victory. What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future adversaries. An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
We'll pull through yet.
Witness my ire. In every age, hence, horns are treated, not to mention, 'tis clear their
Would you mind coming over here? Steel yourself! How might I aid you, sir?
Witness my ire.
I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course.
This ox. I'll need to see some coin.
Hang in there, Master. I'm coming to assist.
Care to while...
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master? Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Should you wish to pick your foes off from afar, you need look no further than an archer such as I.
All told, I'm
If
rather
ever you've
satisfied.
need of an ear to...
Might I interest you in my humble...
Hope to see you again.
In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master?
We cannot break it from this side.
Really? Now?
I'm done for, aren't I?
Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment!
Unless I am much mistaken. We have cause to visit a place not far from here.
'Tis worth considering, if we've the time.
I have a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Thank you. A gift, as a
We have what we need to deliver, do we not? Let us find the intended recipient. We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
Right you are.
Looking to ride the...
Yon path leads my.
I know. You're a right pain, you are.
Oi, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet?
That's all right.
Here we are.
risen? Have you found any gold ore yet?
Wow! This'll be Listen, I was talking to the priests, and apparently our troubles aren't over yet. Thanks. So, remember how I told you about the river by the church getting... Now lots of people who live... The priests have been treating everyone as best they can. I want to help, apart from ask you, that is. Would you... I'll talk to the priests in the meantime.
Now we've need of medicine. We can...
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Not yet.
Bugger off.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean? Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
Aye, sir.
You fond of that?
The other day, now, that's not so strange, and rightly so, as it gave me a right shock. Their faces may match.
Rejoice!
Welcome,
I spend my days spinning yarns, only to come...
Oh, you bold-faced flatterer!
Is it only? I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the Arisen over in the tavern about 6 months ago. Just be sure you play your part well. A fellow Drake or two, and I reckon...
We would fain. I can't stand the sight of you. Go away.
What would you have met?
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Keep those orders coming. This fearsome work. Lady Ellen, I wavered between life and death for quite some time. Can't say as I missed that basement, mind. 'Tis an eerie place. Dark. Suppose 'tis only to be expected, given the state of those assembled.
Where ought we to go?
Elaine, a fine woman by all accounts. You see, I was only a little under the weather. In the end, I survived. But methinks and once, I saw her. She handed him a large parcel, all wrapped up. And he gave her. You'd think 'twere medicine. But I'd not have bought medicine from a man like that. They were whispering. But I did hear one of them say aught about where'd they meet. 'Twas in the square, in the eastern part of the common quarter. And always a night.
This place offers a view of the sea. I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the... I've naught to...
Perhaps a stroll through town.
Oi, get out of my...
Quit acting so...
Pray, allow me to open yon chest. How might we enter the basement sick room? Well said. Shall we get some rest then?
I'd sooner stay out of battle where it was.
Who are you supposed to be? I've not the patience to deal with you just now.
Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Lord Phaesus is like to be in your debt. Nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy to procure this much so quickly.
You suppose wrong. I command their full faith. 'Tis simple for me to extract what I require.
Ha! You're a fearsome one. Here's hoping I ne'er end up in your care.
Enough. I gave you yours, now you give me mine. I'd not be seen here with you.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt the Lady Saint's image in the eyes of the common folk, would we? Here's your special medicine.
Glad we understand each other. Till next time.
Aye, be seeing you.
This is not the first we've heard of Lord Phaesus. What could his aim be, I wonder?
I'm not sure what we're dealing with here.
Say, I've noticed you walking around questioning people. Looking for information, are we? If I were you, I'd pay a visit to the jail next, if you haven't already. The place is full of unsavory characters, as one might expect, who've seen things ordinary citizens aren't privy to. I should know. I was among their company till just recently. Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
No sense straining myself. Just got to do what I can.
I'm sick of looking at you.
I sense eyes upon us.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Why, you there? Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my Will you not? Now you know you can leave me in peace. I don't have all day to play at being a page.
I'll go and open the chest.
Off with you.
You feeling generous, sir?
What a bizarre village that was.
You don't need a permit to get into Batal. Just hide in the back.
Were you not listening? The tavern. Now you know you can leave me in peace. I don't have all day to play at big.
Off to market I go.
Sir, how can I be of assistance?
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment. Now here's a surprise. A splendid discovery. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by...
Almost nodded off for a moment there.
interested in my wares?
I'm in no mood for talk.
What I can do for you?
Sir Ludolf's lust knows no bounds. This time he's set still. However pressed, no man is like to hand. But his lordship, he employed his usual method, which is to say, poor old Gregor departed last night. I'm sorry to say it, but that's the sort of man that noble is, you see.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby? Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
See, a friend of mine has an empty house, but no use for it. And I see you round. Wouldn't come free, mind, but the price is a fair one, and you'd have a place to call your own. Well, you needn't decide.
How might we enter the basement sick room?
Well said.
How are things?
Stay away from me, Puddinghead.
Won't someone do aught about this?
Good tidings. I thought you might be the one. I suppose you're here to see him. You'll have to come another day, I fear. 'Tis a perilous mission at that. I've heard he is to fell a dollar hound. Oh, Sir Ludolf, you say? As I recall, his visits... Why are you asking me about him? Does this have aught to do with my husband? Indeed. Perhaps you don't, but I trust my intuition. Perhaps, Sir Arisen, I've a sinister feeling about all this. Oh, thank goodness. Pray,
let us make haste, that no life may be lost on our account.
Quite the predicament.
If we are to aid Sir Gregor, we must needs make for the ill-doer's resting place. Pray, allow me to show you the way. A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
What? Huh.
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and... 'tis obvious. Let's just say there are some who don't... I was to report on your coming, but I suppose that job's over. So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to... Understandable. Still, no harm in asking, was there?
Let my magic guard you in the many...
Down the flame before it is too late!
Stay with me. Wait right there.
You there! Halt! Shit! We're in for it now.
With all likelihood, he is an agent dispatched from Batal. We will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you.
Yes, sir!
I'll see how bold you are in
What do you think? Does this suit me?
Suppose I ought to earn
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
I'm not risking my life for repentance.
I'm no coward. Have you not heard it from a fellow driver? 'Tis the stuff of nightmares. I can only